morning. It's I think it's a pretty bright out day. Like in terms of stuff, it's only 8:20, so the sun hasn't really peeked over. I'm noticing the sun doesn't peek over and start blinding me in this apartment till like 9:20. When that whole, well, it's because it has to get over all like the buildings and stuff. I don't want to say any hills, but it comes in and hits those windows really, really yellow. And it'll stay there for a couple hours, but the sun is so low on the horizon right now. Yeah. It smells like someone's shower exploded. Or it's perfume. I don't know. I guess that was one of the things that is not unique to Americans or old people. It just like, it was one of those things that was almost like, oh, it smells like home. People are slamming on their perfume and cologne like nobody's business. Like I made the joke like last year at practice about the Axe is not a shower. Axe body spray is not a shower. And like everybody cracked up. And it was like, okay, there are some jokes everybody gets. I love the little moving trucks. They basically all have like a little platform crane on them. Because it's just a little elevator. There's so many of those trucks around, and they basically just up, down, up, down, up, down. And sometimes they're moving out stuff, and sometimes they're moving out like just bits and pieces of the apartment, like because they're tearing it down. But there was one happening right outside the bakery once, and they were just moving up like cardboard slats or particle board or something. And it was great because they were just constantly yelling at each other. Like, and they're like yelling 5 floors apart. Are they steam cleaning around the bricks or the trees? Or Aaron said they might be doing it, and then I looked, I'm like, yeah, I think they are. Like, it's entirely possible that if they steam, they basically steam it with some chemical, with some warm chemicals, then they could kill off moss and make the tree gravel area look prettier. But, I don't know. I mean, moss is just a thing around here.
Yeah. But the space between the bricks is also way cleaner in general than it is in Portland.
Well, that's there's this alarm that we were talking about yesterday. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing, I'm going to keep myself active and stretched and do stuff. Got practice tonight, don't want to like rest and like have a second nap because then I have to wake back up from that nap. Yada yada. That's never a good thing to try to do. Kevin, how'd you do today?
I'm fine.
Big city, bitch. Big city, bitch. Big city, bitch.
You did get one, yep.
Oh, that's gonna be my celebration for this year. I heard we can do celebrations this year.
We can? Is that in the new rules?
We could not. It was not allowed. Your touchdown would actually be reversed if you would celebrate. Yeah, bro.
That was last year, right?
That was last year.
But this year they allow a little bit.
It's been like that, actually. But this year,
they're allowing a little bit. Like, we can't sit down and do the whole canoe thing, but...
No, we wouldn't do that. But, like, we could do a little celebration at the end.
A little hands and knees sort of thing.
Not sure, but we're going along with the public development. So,
D-line rookie. I tell him to eat a lot of nachos because he weighs half of what I do.
oh my days, bro!
Okie dokie, it is. Mikael has to run by the Phillips building for work stuff. But yeah, it is 10:50. I'm gonna say this, and none of y'all are gonna get this. Every time I look at the clock and it's at 10:50, I always think of a guy I used to be friends with named Derek. Okay, I will explain it. Every time someone asked what time it was, he said 10:50. It didn't matter what time it was. It always said 10:50 because he's right twice a day. But he was also like, he never had a watch. So how does he know? He was just that high and didn't care. I don't know when the 37 is coming next. And I do not, it's like 3 degrees outside and I don't want to walk. I'm gonna worry about it. I do like the fact that, you know, Schmuller's is still open and I could have gotten food, but like if the bus was a couple, like 7 minutes out, I probably would have got something. Unless I had like a €2 coin on me. Like I said, I wish I had my coins on me because then I probably could have gotten a cas souffle or a burger or something. I need to remind myself to keep that coins on me. Right, let's see if my phone's going to ask me more questions about Croker Blind. It already asked me stuff this morning. Again, it's wheelchair accessible. It's a bus stop that's on the ground, so God, I'd hope so. It's not an elevated bus stop. Holy bus stop up on high. It was kind of a quiet ride with Mikhail back home. It was like, it was one of those times, you know, he's learning QB, learning the new offensive system. As you guys saw, I'm sorry, I'm not, maybe there is lightning happening. Literally just saw a flash. I'm waiting to hear thunder. No, I'm not hearing any thunder. That was a big flash. The thing is right before practice we saw some flash. To be fair, I've seen a lot of flash around here and not had a lot of stuff, and I've not heard a lot of thunder. But anyways, so yeah, I was chasing after Kevin, but yeah. So Kevin, outside receiver, and then I think Oscari on that play was the tight end, and we had a Sam blitz, so I had to cover the tight end. So Sam blitzed, and the moment, so Kevin, who was already the outside receiver, so basically, I mean, it wasn't even my responsibility, but I still ran to help the play. I mean, Kevin was a little bit, you know, getting down low and dodgy because Mess was in front of him, but wasn't really engaging. And then Maxwell was coming in from the other side, so Kevin was going to back up and go around the other direction, and I would have gotten a crack back block. But he jumped out to the other side and got past Mess. It was all fucked up. But in the process, I was just running and speeding across, and Kevin, man, that dude's fast. He got the outside. I mean, he technically ran out of bounds, but, you know, it's hard to tell when your field doesn't have lines yet because it's not fully grown. But in the process, I'd slid on some grass. Again, it's not fully grown, and my ankle twisted out a little bit more. So the area that's right underneath the flap, so it's on my right foot, the area that's under the right side of where you tie your shoe. There's kind of a little divot, if you guys want to feel in your foot. Yeah, like right before it goes flat, there's like, you can feel your ankle, you can feel your leg come down into it, and then you can kind of feel it go flat, and there's a little divot right there. Yeah, that's what I strained. So I stood out, talked with Sophion a little bit, told him about my video idea for tomorrow. That's fun. Yeah, and so I will chat with you guys later. I have bread and water. I have no beer, I have no sweets, I have no meat. I mean, I could mix the protein shake, but I don't even have coconut water. Oh, Amstel Station. Why do you have to have so much construction going on in like 3 stores that serve food? Ugh.